Hey, so all of us are here on borrowed time. Means none of us know exactly when our last breath will be, but I promise you this is going to happen for each and every one of us. So here's the question. What will you do with the time that you were given, that you were gifted to, right? I get it. You may not know exactly what you're supposed to do just yet, but how much time have you spent and how much time are you willing to keep spending to figure that thing out? Like, if God put you here for a reason, which I absolutely believe he did, and you know you do too, then what are you here to do? What are you here to accomplish? Who are you here to affect in such a positive way? And what are you willing to do and to exchange to get there? How much time do we waste? What can we put to the side that we know is not important? What can we stop doing that is interfering with our focus time, with our money time, if you want to call it, that we wake up and then we grind and we do what we're supposed to do? What are you doing with the time that you were given? How many of us are where we are now because that is where we believe the most that we could probably be? No, we didn't select everything that happened to us, and we can't control all those outside circumstances, but what we can control is how we respond to what happens. That is the only thing that we truly have control over, is our responses to these situations that keep coming our way. We can't pick and select what happens to us, but we can darn sure figure out how to respond to them. What will we think about them? How will we see them? What will our perception be? Those things you have under your control. So what will you do with this borrowed time, and how will you respond to the things that keep coming to you? See, every sunrise is a gift. Every waking moment, every waking day is something that none of us can control either. But what happens during the day, how we respond, how we choose to be positive or not, what we choose to give our attention to or not, those are the decisions that we still have control over. So what adjustments do you need to make? What do you need to stop doing? You know, I remember watching my daughter going through the attempts in high school to make the cheerleading team, and every single year it was something, from torn hamstrings to concussions, and she actually tore both hamstrings 2 different years, and I would say strained them. She didn't tear them all the way off, but it was always something. And then her senior year, got a different coach, and they're like, all of y'all have to actually absolutely have to know how to flip and do these standing back flips and stuff. And man, she went through these different ups and downs and tests to try to finally eventually do it. I remember she cried so many nights, so much frustration when she was trying to figure it out, and we were taking her to this class, and there were times she fell on her head and fell on her neck and just so many different things. And I remember watching the process of them trying to get her to be able to do this flip. And it was small stages at a time. It was small feats at a time. But the biggest thing the coach kept saying, you got to believe you can. You have to believe you can. And I remember one night before she actually finally was able to do it, she was in the back trying to flip, and she, I think, came down on the head, and it was recorded to her. And maybe I'll share this video one day, but she threw some equipment to the side. She was mad and frustrated, and we had a talk. And I remember there was the next week, she was out there by herself, just flipping and flipping and flipping, or trying rather. And then when she finally did her first one, she was so excited because all the work paid off. So I share that because I want you to understand that all your work will pay off, but you have to be consistent. You have to stay consistent. You have to be determined and resilient to keep going. You have to have this inner drive and that inner man of you to not stop, no matter how bad and frustrating things may be and how things may look like it's not going to work. You have to make a decision to keep going. You have to make a decision to become the person that can handle the things that you keep seeing in your mind. So what are you doing with your borrowed time? How are you bringing glory to his name in the life that you live? And don't wait till you get there, because when you get there, you'll realize there's more, and that's not such a bad thing, but it's letting you know that there's no ever this destination where you can stop working and stop achieving and stop being or becoming, because life is an ever long journey until our last breath. So what are you doing with your borrowed time? And what are you willing to exchange to become the person that you need to become, to do the thing that you dream about doing?